To Max Gomez, a massive thank you for becoming a channel member. If you'd like to support the DJ's Aviation podcast, do be sure to go and give it a review over on Spotify. It would be greatly appreciated. Boeing has enjoyed a largely successful second quarter for the calendar year. However, alongside the second quarter deliveries being revealed, the first half yearly results were also subsequently published and revealed to us, and they're very encouraging for Boeing, who are once again closing the gap ever so slightly on Airbus after multiple years of difficulties, as we know, from the global pandemic, which widely impacted everyone. But of course, for them, they faced many problems with their aircraft programs in their portfolio, from the smallest to the largest. With 121 deliveries across their aircraft programs for the second quarter, this was at 103 737 aircraft, 2 of the iconic Queen of the Skies Boeing 747s, 7 of the 767s, and finally 9 777s. Of course, notably, the 787 was not part of the delivery tally for either the second quarter or the first quarter of the year, as Boeing faces an extended suspension of delivering these jets to customers, something they're hoping to overcome sooner rather than later, and one that would also significantly aid them in their delivery numbers, as you would expect, with in recent years when the 787s were able to be delivered, it also contributing quite a hefty amount of deliveries to the overall tally. This would push them even closer to the numbers of Airbus. Now, with 216 deliveries in the year's first half, it's huge for Boeing and a fantastic achievement. While their levels are certainly not at pre-pandemic as of yet, they're getting increasingly closer. And one major takeaway is that since 2020, every year they've actually been seeing a steady rise in deliveries for the first half of the year. From 2020, when the pandemic and multiple aircraft programs were grounded, to then the reapproval of the MAX emerging from the pandemic, and significant changes at the company that allowed them to rebuild into 2021. And then, of course, continue that rebuild into 2022, and you could argue strengthen the business overall. But when taking a look at those numbers, it's hard to ignore just how important the 737 family is to Boeing in terms of deliveries, with, of course, for the second quarter, 103 of the 121 deliveries being for that family of aircraft. Don't get me wrong though, Boeing still has a ways to go. However, these increasingly positive numbers are something they can be encouraged by. Boeing can be thankful for the increase in production on the 737 MAX, while in addition, more generally speaking, the return of the MAX as an aircraft they're producing and delivering following it spending a good few years out of the scene, being rightfully scrutinized and reworked to make it a safer aircraft. Now the complete short-term focus is on getting these Dreamliners reapproved, and if that can be secured sooner rather than later, which we've seen many reports indicating it should be soon, we should only see deliveries rise for the back end of the year and put them ever closer to the European aircraft manufacturer and their close rival in terms of deliveries, Airbus. To Don, Neil, Stefan, and Jam, a massive thank you for being cabin crew members here on the channel. If you have any thoughts at all on the ongoing situation at Boeing and them closing the gap to Airbus in terms of deliveries, well, you know you can drop that in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.